I am Anne Boleyn, born into ambition and raised amidst whispers of courtly intrigue. My life's path, though gilded with the promise of grandeur, unfolded like a storm, unpredictable and unforgiving. I first encountered Henry VIII in 1525, during my service as a lady-in-waiting to Queen Catherine. By then, I had already witnessed the political games of the Tudor court, but nothing could have prepared me for the king's gaze. He was a man of contradictions, charming and ruthless, majestic and capricious. When his eyes fell upon me, I became the focal point of his desires, though I dared not yield too easily. To him, I was not just a woman, I was a conquest, a symbol of all that could be unyielding and tantalizing. I demanded his respect, refusing to become his mistress like so many others. I vowed to wear a crown, not merely a token of affection. Little did I know the price of such resolve. By 1527, Henry sought to annul his marriage to Catherine. He was consumed by the desire to wed me, to produce a male heir, and to secure his dynasty. Yet, the Pope's resistance ignited a schism with Rome, setting England on a path toward reformation. I became the center of this tempest, accused by some of bewitching the king and hailed by others as a catalyst for change. We wed in secret in January 1533, and by June, I was crowned Queen of England. The coronation was a spectacle of grandeur, yet as I ascended, so too did the murmurs of doubt and discontent. My enemies were legion, many loyal to Catherine and her daughter, Mary. They called me a usurper, a temptress who had beguiled the king and torn the nation asunder. In September of that same year, I gave birth, not to the longed-for prince but to a daughter, Elizabeth. She was my greatest joy, though I knew Henry saw her as a bitter disappointment. Still, I hoped. I prayed that the son he desired would follow, but with each passing year, my womb bore only stillness and sorrow. Henry's affections waned, and his gaze turned to Jane Seymour, one of my ladies-in-waiting. I felt the coldness of his heart, the weight of his expectations, and the cruelty of his indifference. By 1536, my enemies, led by Thomas Cromwell, plotted my downfall. They accused me of adultery, incest, and treason, fabricating tales to destroy me. I was arrested and imprisoned in the Tower of London. There, beneath its grey, unforgiving walls, I reflected on the love that had turned to ruin. The court that had once celebrated me now thirsted for my blood. On May 19, 1536, I met my fate. I was executed with a French swordsman's blade, my life severed as swiftly as Henry's love. As I knelt before the executioner, I held my head high, knowing that history would judge me more kindly than the men who condemned me. Though my reign was brief, my legacy endures. My daughter, Elizabeth, rose to become one of England's greatest monarchs. I, Anne Boleyn, who fell victim to ambition and betrayal, remain a symbol of strength, intellect, and the unyielding pursuit of destiny.